Welcome live to the Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. This should be an interesting show. We're already going at it. Or I'm going at you already. It's July 27th, 2015. Here's the show lineup. Motorsports at 60, Formula 1, Global Rallycross, 2 United Sports Car Championship. Then we're going to take a break. We're going to go to NASCAR, the Points Championship, and the final lap. So are you ready?
Yes.
Right.
Show lineup. It's pretty easy. It's Kyle Busch weekend.
Interesting. Interesting lineup. So, there we go.
This used to work.
Yeah, well, you weren't. Try it now. There you go. It was, I don't know, whatever. So, Motorsports in 60 starting now. So, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series raced on dirt last Wednesday. Here's the top 5. Daniel Hemrick finished 5th. Eric Jones finished 4th. Tyler Reddick finished 3rd. Bobby Pierce finished 2nd, and Christopher Bell won the race. And those two are not the right term, but like write-ins for this race, right? Bell and Pierce.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
And they won.
Eric Jones tried real hard, though. I do remember. I don't have any notes for this week's show because I slacked, so I'm not going to blame anybody else. But, yeah, I do remember that part of it. Especially afterwards, Eric was like a little beat up about it. But that's hard stuff, you know. Actually, I want to see the Cubs do it. I don't think they could.
No.
I think it was just way too much power. Well, actually, the trucks in the Cup really aren't that far off in power.
We've blown our 60 seconds. You want me to add more topics?
Well, you can call Motorsports in 60 and just have 2 subjects. When there was Formula 1, there was Global Rallycross, there was Cup Series.
The whole show in 60 seconds.
Truck Series.
All right, have a nice night. See you later.
No, I'm just saying I don't understand how you call it Motorsports in 60.
Because these are smaller series.
It's just to touch yourself and see how badly you're going to fail making the 60. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
So the Xfinity Series raced at Indianapolis on Saturday. I caught like the last 20 laps of this race. I was working. I was filming a softball tournament. And I actually got paid for it. So I was actually working. It wasn't me volunteering like normal. So they raced at Indianapolis. Here's the top 5. Finishing 5th was Elliott Sadler. Paul Menard finished 4th. Daniel Suarez finished 3rd. Ryan Blaney finished 2nd. And Kyle Busch won that race. The beginning of Kyle Busch's domination for this weekend.
And what I didn't really catch what I saw parts of the race. I didn't see the whole thing. But what is Lilly Diabetes?
It's the same sponsor of.
What is it? A product? I mean,
I think it's
a program, a product.
I think it's a program, right?
It's a curious thing because these things I do like to know.
Oh, that's Ryan Reed.
Drive to Stop Diabetes. So yeah, I would say I would call that a program. Yeah, on the back it says Stop Diabetes with a big hand. Stop.
Yeah, it looks like just a organization.
Close McDonald's. There's one resolution.
So there you go. So now on to Formula 1. They raced the Hungarian Grand Prix, which they took a moment of silence before the race.
That was tough, actually. I got that.
For that driver who passed away in one of the final races of last year's season. I think it was Japan.
Yes.
That accident.
Yeah, I believe it was the one that went underneath the
safety
payloader.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have really been there, or he shouldn't have been there, or the payloader was. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, the safety. There's really only so much you can do. So things are going to happen no matter what. And yeah, you're going to live, you're going to learn, you're going to advance. But no matter what, it's still going to happen.
Yeah. So I'm going to need your help with second place finisher's name. I got the first name, but the last name's a little interesting. But here's the top 5 from the Hungarian Grand Prix. Apparently, this race was very controversial, or not like possibilities to controversy. You know what I mean? It could be, but it's probably not going to be. Because for one, the guy who's been dominating this season, Lewis Hamilton, finished 7th. So it's like, whoa, what happened?
Well, things do happen. It could have been one bad incident in a pit or something to that extent.
No, I know. It's just
in that whole 1.5 second pit.
Yeah.
They might have made it 1 3/4.
All the Mercedes finished out of the top grouping.
Yeah, something must have happened. Can't wait to see the recap on that. Yeah, we're the ones supposed to be recapping the race. I can't wait to see the recap. Yeah.
No, I think you need to get your friend more involved too, because I think he keeps up on it.
I know. Yeah, been meaning to.
I try to watch it. It's just always at weird hours. And what was it? I want to say Saturday. You had the rallycross before the Xfinity race, but during or overlapping throughout that was qualifying for Formula One. So I was all over the TV trying, but then again I got busy, and fortunately it's the last week, and I'm really gonna have to deal with so much.
Good.
So
So,
everything's moved. Place is empty. Said
so what's the next project?
my place, because we know the place got emptied too. My place, John's place, your place, our new love seat, our guest couch. Yeah, a lot of stuff we tried to get rid of that.
Cam went elsewhere.
People just didn't want. I was actually quite surprised. I mean, there used to be a huge market for that, where people would take it secondhand. But apparently, I guess everybody got too rich. Maybe that's the Seattle $15 an hour minimum wage that's doing it. I don't know.
So here's the top 5 from the Hungarian Grand Prix. Finishing 5th was Fernando Alonso. Max Verstappen, believe that I said that right, finished 4th.
So it's close.
Daniel Ricciardo finished 3rd.
I would say Daniil
Kvyat finished
that'd be my
2nd.
guess. What do you think? Yeah.
Yep. All right. Once again, our F1 analyst Peter
would know.
He would know. So
I gotta he probably know better than the announcer knew.
I got to get him back on. Just been so busy, both of us.
And of course, the winner, you know that name.
Sebastian Vettel, finally back in on number 1. You remember for years, that's all we saw, champion Sebastian Vettel. It was kind of like Jimmy Johnson. For years it was.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, it's good to see Sebastian back up on the top of the podium.
That's a Ferrari, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
He went from...
And even with him, I've heard like 4 different pronunciations of the last name.
Oh, yeah.
Vettel.
Well,
Pronunciation of a
Vettel.
name depends upon where you come from.
And the rules that associate with that language is vocab. Correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yet, here we are, we just write it out.
Well, in the English language, there probably are things that could be added to these letters that let you know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't expect you to spend all the time trying to figure all that out. Plus, you probably don't even know the...
Not yet.
Well, sadly, it's almost like writing is almost dead.
Don't worry, I want to become a journalist, a broadcast journalist. So
Yeah, you'll be going...
yeah, well, when I'm not on camera, but still,
You won't be doing this, is what I'm saying.
No, I know, but
There's
I'm
no
still
more of
gonna-
that anymore.
I'm still gonna need to know how the heck to pronounce. Yeah. Say everything.
You need to learn how to pronounce.
Pronounce.
You
So
learn how to pronounce.
here we go. Global Rallycross raced in Detroit this past weekend. They had 2 races. Basically the same exact results, just different winners.
It was that was kind of fun.
So race 1 and race 2, Sebastian Eriksson finished 3rd. Scott Speed finished 2nd for race 1 and race 2. And winner of race 1 was Ken Block, and Patrick Sandell won race 2.
I don't know that much about the Global Rallycross yet. I've been watching it. I think it's pretty interesting how they set up the courses and whatnot. When they had it here, I thought it was really cool. I'd love to have it here again, here at Loudon, or NHMS. Ken Block is he's top notch, right?
He's that guy that he does the Gymkhana 6 videos. Remember, he's an expert at
Is he
car
the
control.
guy that does the going around the Lamborghinis and the rally car and then around the cops that are on the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. He is real good then.
Yeah. He's like the expert at car control. You know what I mean? Like, you throw him in any car, give him an hour, not even, and he'll... You want me to go through that 2-foot area? All right. Good luck.
Car's 5 feet, but I'll do it.
Yeah. But, all in all, good. I saw highlights from these 2 races. They were pretty good.
I caught some of it because, like I said, I was going back and forth.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, I'd love to have them come back here because those were fun. Both years.
Interestingly enough, one of the things that I found in my whole nightmarish move was an NHIS hat. I haven't even seen one in like forever. You probably own one.
Oh, I've got a bunch of them.
Yeah, he has like.
Basically, I buy one hat a year.
Yeah, I was just.
And I've had one for what, 16 years now?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then,
I guess.
and now him and I are hat twins. I have the exact same hat upstairs.
Cool. That's from this year.
Mm-hmm. And they will only have them in September. Well, they have them in the gift shop now, but then after September or after this year, they'll go away because of the 25th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you get a program from last weekend?
I did not.
Wow, that's different.
I actually had a very tough weekend. There was
I
so
know.
much going on.
No,
Plus
I know.
trying to get rid of my sister at the same time. Nothing personal, Kim. It was not easy. It's
No, I
I
hear
won't,
you.
I won't even get into that. But that's besides the fact. There was a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff that had to be done. And I more or less, it came down to where I just needed them out so that I could do what I had to do. Bring people in that were just going to remove the stuff.
Mm. So now to the 2D Night Sports Car Championship. They raced at Lime Rock Motorsports Park, I believe the name is. It just says Lime Rock Park, so I'm assuming there's motorsports in there somewhere. No? Just
Lime
straight-
Rock Park is what
Okay.
the name of it is.
You know,
No.
yeah, I had the money for the damn thing too. I just totally didn't think about it. Kind of pisses me off because now I'm missing a few.
Don't worry, you'll get back on it. They're selling them before the weekend. Now, he got his like Wednesday before the weekend.
Yeah, mine don't ever get open. Did they have the car and everything?
Yeah, no, well, it's not even in not even in the bag like it used to be. It's just
So from now on, I got to bring one. So they hand you a book and a car.
well, book is $10 and then a $5 coupon and the car is $5 more.
What's the $5 coupon for?
And $25 or more, like at the
Oh, off the
the
trailers.
yeah, the NHMS trailers. But Lime Rock Park is in Connecticut, right?
Just south of your aunt.
Darn it! Been wanting to get to a 2D United sports car race, and I thought the closest was the Glen.
No, that's...
Actually-
Lime Rock is a very nice track. It's just south of Laura.
And Glen is
Sick.
Glen's pretty far, yeah.
Yeah.
Glen's as far from here as it is from when we're on Long Island.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but you put it together, it just seems weird, but it's really not because from here you got to go down first, across, then up.
Unless you take back roads or whatever. So only two classes were racing this past weekend, Prototype Challenge and GT Daytona. So here's the top 5 from the two classes. I am taking your winner's name idea into consideration. I was just,
Understood. I'm fine.
I'm slowly working my way into that because it took me like 20 minutes to find the results from these
It took
two.
like 6 to 7 days just to get our picks for this week.
Yeah. Anyways, here's the top 5 from the Prototype Challenge. The 16 team finished 5th, the 54 team finished 4th, the 8 team finished 3rd, the 11 team finished 2nd, and the 52 team won that class. And I believe they also won overall. GT Daytona, the 44 team finished 5th, the 23 team finished 4th, the 00 team finished 3rd, the 33 team finished 2nd, and the 97 team won that class. So, now we're going to take a break.
So now there are only 2 classes?
No, there are 4. Just this weekend there were only 2 running. Yeah,
Okay.
they do that.
Nothing like adding to the confusion.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well, it's
now,
probably the smaller teams.
yeah, or
It's a budget thing.
smaller track also. Because I know like Mazda, Raceway, Laguna, Sanko,
Sika.
okay, out in California,
Osaka, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
they can
Or Sanka.
that track is big enough to only hold 2 classes. That's why like on Saturday they have PC and GTLM, and
Yeah.
then P and GT Daytona on Sunday. Whereas the Daytona, they can have all 4 classes running, and
Does your dad watch the show?
I'm not sure. Why?
Because I can't believe he hasn't fixed that fire thing yet.
Don't look at me.
Well, you'll hear it. Watch the show, rewind a little bit. It's in the background. It's going beep. You know, it's a safety device. Not important.
No, not at all. Alright,
I'm
so
going to go buy a gun and I'm not going to get any bullets.
So we're going to take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk about NASCAR, the Points Championship, and then the final lap. So until we see each other on the other side of the break, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Live Hit Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. We are just like uncensored this show. Like when we come back on, we're like talking about different things. I'll make sure to just leave it.
When you say uncensored, I'm very careful about what I say.
You know what I mean?
Being
Like,
I'm from New York, it's hard. Trust me.
Alright, so now we're going to go to the NASCAR review. The Jeff Kyle 400 was raced at Indianapolis yesterday. Here's the top 5. Finishing 5th, Denny Hamlin. Martin Truex Jr. finished 4th. Kevin Harvick finished 3rd. Joey Logano finished 2nd. And Kyle Busch won the race. I missed the race completely. I was working.
Terrible. You need a DVR.
You want to pay for it? I'm all for it.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be paying for it because you already have the television package. If you have all the channels that, like Fox Sports 2 and all of that, you can get it.
I tried it. It wasn't working.
What do you mean?
I tried on the TV. There is no DVD.
You physically need the DVR box. It has to be delivered to the house.
Oh, gee, don't.
I'll tell you mother to call and say, hey, I want this thing. If I'm paying for this, yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So, from what I heard, it was a good race. Controversial. Not controversial.
You're loving that word today,
No.
huh?
Not controversial. Not controversial. Crazy.
Actually,
like caution.
I would have to say, for the most part, relatively, almost to the extent of boring, but I don't get bored watching racing, so if you were not a real fan, you probably would have been bored and watched something else or whatever.
Well, gee whiz, they had more wreck cautions than we did last weekend.
No, the funniest one that I found, and people were actually blaming this on NASCAR and how Kyle won, is the yellow balloons. The yellow balloon caution. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Kyle wasn't in position to do anything when that happened. He didn't gain anything when that happened. But yet that's right to what people go to. Oh, NASCAR car, like a balloon's just going to bounce off a car. Anyway.
No, at the speeds they're going, it'll probably go right through someone's front grill. Correct?
Could pop, get stuck on the grill. Yeah, it could be a day ender for a potential winner.
Yeah.
And remember, they're not air, they are helium,
Yeah.
Which are like
which
rocks.
should shut the engine off.
Oh, geez. Like,
If the helium got into the intake, it would shut the engine off.
At that speed?
At any speed.
geez.
You can't burn helium. And without oxygen, you lose.
So NASCAR probably did throw it for a good reason.
They threw it out because they had to throw it out. There were balloons on the track. It was just cut and dried. It's the same thing as a piece of plastic on the track. The car could probably plow right through it.
My thought of those, it looked like the balloon was caught on the fence.
No, it floated off.
Well,
It
They
did float
did
off?
show a scene where it looked like it was on the fence, and then it kind of floated off as they were going by slowly once the caution was called, and the cars were sucking it in.
So,
Okay. And then also Casey Kane and Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s accident on the
Yeah.
restart.
Jeff Gordon had a bad day
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was bad.
for last Indy. He has the most wins there, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
And he had a good car, which is a shame.
And then also Eric Almirola spun around off turn number 2
Yep.
with the wall. Still,
Nothing happened to Danica?
No.
Wow.
She actually, for a while, was riding fifth. She actually got up to the 5th position for a while.
I guess I didn't notice.
well, in all honesty,
I follow her. I like
I
watching
knew my
her.
boy was hanging in there the whole time. Then he started following everybody else's lead or they started following everybody else's lead on the strategy, the fuel strategy and whatnot. And I saw it. I knew it long before he even took the lead that there's serious potential. Knew he was going to be top 3, but was obviously very excited that he took the win again.
Well,
What is that? 4 out of 5 now.
Mhm.
That's
So-
pretty incredible. Only what did they say? Only 3 other guys have done that.
yeah, I believe so.
Yep.
But compared to our race last weekend, this race was a little bit more eventful because there were a couple cars that went away damaged, whereas the only car that left damaged had a little bit of fire damage to the front corner.
You mean at Loudon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else, our race was an owner's dream. We got the car back in one piece. Whereas you go to Daytona and it's like, good luck. hopefully you come back. But from what I saw, all in all, a good race. Like I said, I missed it. I was working.
No, it was a pretty good race. One of the things I kept thinking about is it's a funny coincidence how they go from New Hampshire Motor Speedway to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And the reason I say that is not actually all that different. You know, the big difference between, well, obviously size, but it has 4 streets at Indy
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to just the 2 at Loudon. But yet, if you really look at the tracks as they're coming down them, very flat, you know, very not you know, huge banking or anything like that. And I think it's incredible the speeds they can get up going through those turns. But then again, we've seen the Indy cars there. That's literally, it's like unleashing jet fighters with no wings.
Exactly. But yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. NHMS and Indy are very similar except for size and 4 straightaways instead of just 2. But the corners themselves are basically almost. There are
And very
different.
flat.
Yeah, they're almost the same. But
What is the
just
banking at Loudon?
2 to 7.
2 to 7? That's only 9 at Indy.
They're pretty close.
That's very close. I
Is it
never
9
realized.
all 4 corners?
All 4 corners are exactly the same.
And they did that for the Indy cars, right?
They did that for the old days when they made the track out of brick.
She's saying they've never changed it?
It's always been that. That's
I mean, short of it's not brick anymore.
no, it's not brick. It's brick is all gone except for the yard, which always fascinated me. They call it the brick yard, and you're thinking, oh, the track is made of brick, right? No, the track is named after that yard of brick. That is the start-finish line.
Can you imagine driving on all brick for 2.5 miles?
Back in those days, it really didn't matter because you were doing 40, 50 miles an hour at top end, and you had no springs or anything, so it didn't really matter.
The ride balls were getting rattled at your head anyway.
You go like that.
Now it would be like, ding, ding.
And
Hey!
Jeff Gordon would be the one guy to find the loose brick.
Yep.
Yeah. God, I was so upset that Gordon got hurt,
He would get it.
got out of it, knocked out of it.
He would get bumped out of the groove and find the one brick up against the wall. Track falling apart. But yeah. All right, that's it. We're moving on to the points championship now, which I am working on getting our picks in earlier. Slowly, kinda pulling it in. We'll just announce the winners here. I had Denny Hamlin, he had Carl Edwards, Justin had Kurt Busch, Art had Jeff Gordon, Kristen had Kevin Harvick, Trooper had Kyle Busch, and Joe had Jimmy Johnson. Not bad picks for the wins, in all honesty. You
No,
guys
no.
left me with nothing, so that's why Hamlin was doing well, but not my first pick for a winner.
The funny part was, by the way, when I picked the 19, I didn't know you started on pole. I didn't pay attention to any of that because I wasn't there.
Well, it's funny.
I caught it
because-
after I picked it. I saw the news on Facebook. I'm going, he's got the pole. Ah, crap, that means I'm not going to win.
It's funny because he sent me that, and I'm like, I guess he's using my late picking to his advantage. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, when you're up there, you really don't get
No.
a whole lot left over. It's hard.
No, now I know how he feels all last year. 'Cause
Well,
it's-
last year I was like, it was like
Yeah, this week we went
See,
5 for 5.
I also didn't, if you noticed, I didn't put the 18 till third because I thought, realistically speaking, the odds of him winning again. But he showed me up, which I appreciate. That's cool.
Well, I don't know. I thought Kyle Busch was on a winning streak. That's why I put him as high as I could. Of course, everyone else had another position taken, so I'm like, oh, second place it is, I guess. But him and I are doing this little. We have a joke now. Every time I ask for his picks, we count how many we actually his first try gets. So we're 5 for 5 for this week. Because last year it was, can I have this driver? Nope. All right, what about this driver? Nope. This driver? Mm-mm. This driver? Yep. Okay, good. All right, next
And
position.
when he was higher up,
Yeah.
it was even more difficult.
I was running the top.
I just noticed though, the only two, you and Justin, were the only ones that didn't pick the 18 at all.
I picked 18.
No.
Oh. Yeah.
No, I didn't pick the 18.
Oh, okay. And
I didn't think there was a chance that he was going to go that many in a row.
The odds are pretty slim.
And that brings us to our standings, our results. Everyone's got points except for Art and Justin. So I got second place equaling 8. Dave got third place equaling 6. Justin got 0. Art got 0. Kristen got fifth place equaling 2. Trooper got first place, and his first place pick was the actual win. So he got 15 points in total, and Joe got fourth place equaling 4.
Still confuses me. Probably will forever.
So now to the standings. Here we go. I am still leading. Dave is in second. Justin's in third. Art is in fourth. Trooper moved up a position or two.
I'm not even going to read the math.
In all honesty, I'm expecting there to be wrong because I was rushing to get these done. I had to put together the softball video from yesterday's tournament, and I worked all the way up till I possibly could, and then I went, shoot, got a show in an hour. So I had to,
I can tell you the difference between you and I. Yes, you're accurate.
Good. Trooper's in fifth, Kristen's in sixth, and Joe is still in seventh. Dave is 9 points behind me. Justin's 15. Art is 17. Trooper's 37. Kristen is 38. And Joe is 51. I have 127 points in total. So
So I got 5 wins. Does that mean I start in first when it comes to the chase?
if the chase started this week, yes, you would be first.
Right,
And,
I got you.
Yeah, and then I would be second. Justin would be third. Art would
Tied
be
with-
fourth. Yeah, because of him being higher than him in the actual standings.
Okay, by the points.
And then Kristen would be fifth, Trooper would be sixth, and Joe would be seventh. So Mackey's got to get some wins under his belt.
Yeah, you got to stick with Kyle Busch on the chase. I think he's really on a run. Somebody said something, and this boy isn't letting it go.
So there you go. That's the points championship. Any words on that before we move on?
Nah, I'm all set.
All right, that works. So now to the final lap. We're rounding up the show rather quickly. Here's this week's final lap. Easy show for the first show in Florida for next week. IndyCar Sunday 1:30.
Wait, what?
I'll explain in a minute. Sunday 1:30 on CNBC. They are racing.
Oh, that's right. It's August. You go in the beginning of August, right?
Yep, Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll get to that in a second. IndyCar is racing in mid-Ohio, I believe. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. The trucks are on Saturday at the Pocono. At the Poconos.
That's another nice racetrack, by the way.
Mid-Ohio?
Mid-Ohio, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad NASCAR got there with the Xfinity Series. Because it's cool for them to expand their road course selection. And the trucks are at Pocono Saturday 1 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. Xfinity's at Iowa Saturday night 8 p.m. on NBCSN. And NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at Pocono Sunday 1:30 p.m. on NBCSN.
And that, by the way, according to Darrell Waltrip, also is a road course. But it's not a road course, it's a roval. You never heard him say that?
No.
That's what he calls Pocono, a roval.
I can see it.
It's part road course, part oval.
I can see it.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great track. I've been there. I enjoyed it.
I believe you have 15 degrees in turn 1, 7 and 2,
Well, everything's
9 and 3, or something like
the
that.
straightaways are different. The banking is different. The turns are all different.
Tunnel turns sucks. I'll be the first to tell you. Whenever I play it on the Wii.
But you suck at playing it on the
No,
way.
I'm not bad. I'm not bad at it. I'm
So
really
you've
I'm
gotten
not.
better?
Yeah, I'm like a 4-time champion on there now. Yes, it's on rookie, but we won't get into that. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, who are you racing against? Yourself?
No, never mind. So that will do it for this week's show. But first, before we move on for the night, next Saturday starts Racing Hotspot Week in Florida for the 3rd year in a row.
And just so you know, and they know, I will be doing notes, but he set me up nicely for it, so the show will be a little bit longer next week.
That works. So depending on setup of our villa, we might do what we did last year with the show, where he's on a screen, or we might have him on a computer. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens.
Who?
Me. The show next weekend.
Yeah.
You are going to be on it through Skype.
We're going to use Skype and not that other one?
Well, either way, one of them.
Well, you should update the new Skype and we should try it just to see how it is. If it's better,
Then we'll go with Skype.
I
Okay.
guess.
But you're going to love this. Our flight leaves at 5:45 on Saturday morning. Yeah. So we get to Orlando at 9-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're going to bed, I'll be getting up to go to the airport.
Not necessarily, but it could be close.
Yeah. So it's going to be a long day on Saturday, if you know what I mean. Luckily, I get to sleep in Sunday morning, and I won't be half asleep on Monday or Sunday whenever we do the show next weekend. But
Are you working Friday night?
yeah.
Welcome to life.
As of right now, I just chugged this bottle of water because I have a headache and a sore throat from... No, not like that. It's just cold from the air conditioner. So, yeah. Well-deserved vacation.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't even know what we're going to be doing in Florida for Racing Hotspot.
If I know you not watching the race.
Yep. Way it's looking right now is we're going to have the 2 shows. And then on Saturday, possibly a Legends car race. Probably at Arbondale, like we did last year. I'm not sure yet. But we're not going to do like we did year 1. You remember how we did like a show every day? Where I did a show every day? Yeah.
Did you go down to, are you going down to, excuse me, track you were invited to?
Sebring?
Yeah.
Not sure yet. I don't think so. Because there's nothing going on down there. There's just...
Yeah,
So-
you've seen it that way once.
Yeah, so we'll see. I know we're probably not going back to Daytona. Because that's also 2.5 hours away. We've seen that once. And it'll be the same exact thing. And Sebring, I don't think we're going back to, but I'm not sure. Really, the Racing Hotspot Week in Florida is like how our live event season goes. Hey, there's something going on this weekend. It's Friday. Hey, tomorrow we have a race. Mom, you want to go? Sure. Congratulations, guys. We have another event. There you go. We're not like NASCAR where we schedule months in advance. We kind of just go by day.
Okay.
But, so yeah, Racing Hotspot Week starts Saturday, which I think I'm going
Racing
to...
Hotspot, Florida week.
Sorry, Racing Hotspot Week in Florida.
There you go.
Sorry, my bad. So I'm thinking about doing like a travel log while we're traveling there. So you guys might see another side of me on Saturday morning. We're on the plane,
Where are you flying from?
Manchester, to Tampa,
Straight through.
Mhm.
What airline?
Southwest. That's my aunt who does that. Or,
I'm saying why they can go there, it's direct. They can't go into Jacksonville or any other one.
well, we can go to Orlando, but apparently it's cheaper to Tampa. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really better off letting the women figure it out, believe me. Just easier.
Like I said, that's my aunt, our travel agent, who does all that. And she goes, "Hey, by the way, you got a plane ride at 5 in the morning." Great.
And she knows to look on, what is it, Tuesday mornings or whatever? I don't know, whatever happened with my tickets last time. Kim and Mom decided not to buy them and to look on Tuesday morning, and it went down by like $100.
I don't know.
Yeah, so this is why I say let the women figure
Let
it
them
out.
do it, yeah.
It's like couponing.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this week's show. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube for all our fun information throughout the week. And yeah, so until we see each other next week, where we'll be in different locations again, which is always fun, tech-wise. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we got you, Dave. Have a good week, everybody, and so long.
Alright.
Hello. What?
Nothing.
Don't make fun of me in your head. I know your thoughts. Oh, he's the one telling us when to go now.
Right.
All right, jeez. All right, welcome back live.
Nice the producer.
Yeah, I know, right? You want to edit all the film too? How about it?